Once upon a time, in the peaceful coastal village of Zira, there lived a humble fisherman named Adaeze. He was known far and wide for his bravery on the sea, but more so for his beautiful and courageous daughter, Adaeze. She was strong-willed and had a heart as vast as the ocean. Unlike other girls her age, Adaeze loved the sea and often accompanied her father on his fishing trips. Together, they shared many adventures, battling storms and returning with bountiful catches. But little did they know, their greatest adventure was yet to come. One fateful morning, Adaeze awoke to the sound of distant wailing. The village has gathered by the shore, where Adaeze's boat was found drifting aimlessly. Adaeze was nowhere to be seen. He has been taken by the sea spirit, whispered the villagers. No one returns from the deep once they are claimed. Adaeze refused to believe it. Her father has taught her that the sea, though wild and unpredictable, was full of mysteries. She suspected that something far more sinister was at play. Without hesitation, she gathered her father's old fishing net, a small dagger he had gifted her, and some provisions. Determined, she prepared to set sail to find her father. But as she made her way to the boat, an elderly woman approached her, a woman known in the village as Nneka, the village seer. Nneka's eyes, though cloudy with age, gleamed with ancient knowledge. You seek your father, but you did not understand the forces you are about to face, child. Nneka said in a low, raspy voice. I will face anything to bring him back, Adaeze replied, her voice unwavering. The old seer studied her for a moment and nodded. Very well, but know this. Your father's disappearance is linked to the cause of the Black Sea Serpent. Long ago, a serpent was bound beneath the ocean by the ancient gods, and the only key to unlocking it is hidden in the golden shell. Your father may have stumbled upon something he shouldn't have, awakening powers that have slept for centuries. If you go after him, you might find the golden shell before the serpent is freed. Adaeze's heart raced with fear and anticipation. She has heard tales of Black Sea serpents in bedtime stories, but she never thought it was real. Now, it seems her father's lives, and perhaps the fate of the village, was tied to this ancient legend. Without wasting any more time, Adaeze set sail. She navigated the familiar waters, heading towards the open sea where her father has last been seen. The waves were unusually calm, but there was an eerie stillness in the air, as if the sea itself was watching her. Hours passed, and just as the sun began to set, Adaeze spotted something shimmering on the horizon. It was a strange golden glow beneath the water. Her heart pounded. Could this be the golden shell? Just as she leaned over the edge of the boat, a massive wave surged from below, nearly toppling her into the sea. Struggling to regain control of her small vessel, Adaeze looked out in horror as the water began to churn violently. From the depths, a monstrous shape started to emerge, long, dark, and serpentine. The stories were true. The Black Sea Serpent was waking. Before she could react, the serpent's massive head breached the surface, its eyes glowing with a terrifying ancient power. The golden shell she sought was clutched in its jaws. The serpent let out a deafening roar, and the boat rocked wildly. Adaeze clutched the side of the boat, barely holding on. She has found what she was looking for, but the real challenge was just beginning. The serpent secured her boat, Its presence filling the air with dread. Adaeze knew she couldn't fight it, not yet. She had to find another way to retrieve the shell, and more importantly, to survive. With a final terrifying glance, the serpent dove back into the depths, the water calming as quickly as it had been disturbed. But Adaeze was left shaking. The image of the golden shell burned into her mind. As she sat trembling in her boat, the sun finally disappeared, and the stars began to dot the sky. The only light came from the faint glow of the golden shell, now far below the surface. Her quest has only just begun.